Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are having a beautiful day. Miami Grand Prix. Here is my reaction for the race. Now, I am just gonna start right away and just say how disappointed I am just by our race in general. Both Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc both struggled badly. I mean, really badly. Um, Carlos Sainz was okay. He didn't struggle as bad, but Charles Leclerc struggled. I mean, struggled really bad. He didn't end up at P20, but most of the race he was around P13, P12, and he ended his race at P7, and Carlos Sainz ended his race at P5, which realistically for both it is a terrible race for us. Nobody had a good night, nobody had a good race, and we put our weekend to waste. Qualifyings, free practices. We did not bad in the free practices, I'm not gonna lie, but race day just ruined everything. I mean, we have to even think about it logically. Free practices and then the qualifyings, it's the main purpose of it. It's literally for a race, and if you have a very shite result, which we have, of course all of the efforts are gone to waste. um, you know but I don't even know where to start from, to be honest. Like, I don't know what to say at the moment. I'm a passionate fan. I am, and I still have, even after all of this, no matter how much hate, anger, disappointment I have, I still have hope. I still have tremendous love for Sainz. I have tremendous love for Leclerc, and I have tremendous love for my beloved Ferrari. That will never die down, and I can't ever think of myself ever giving up on me beloved Ferrari. It will never happen. But days like this, oh man, it brings me into darkness. It's just, it ruins my whole day. It's just like, I don't know if my expectations were too high. I don't know if I over expected, in a sense. Did I overrate uh, like my prediction? Like, I don't know what went wrong, or am I in the wrong? Am I in the right? I mean, I always try to be as realistic as possible. I always try to be, but I still need results. We are still a top team. We don't have the best car, but we're still supposed to be, and we're supposed to be getting podiums. I still think that we're much better than Aston Martin. I mean, Fernando Alonso, on the other hand, he's having one hell of a season, but I still think we have a better car than Aston Martin, to be honest, in me eyes. So it's really just disappointing. And Charles Leclerc, I mean, I'm really doubtful now. I don't really know. Like I said in my last video, Charles Leclerc's future is really uncertain. And I did my research, by the way, and I saw that it's the last year for both Sainz and Charles Leclerc. Their contracts will be done by 2024. So this is their year. This is the year where they have to show if they're worth their contract or not. I mean, in me eyes, to be honest, I would still re-sign Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. I mean, I would love to, since I love my two boys. Like, I love their personalities, and even more on the track, they are very talented pilots. But I'm being more doubtful now. Maybe it is my lack of patience now. I mean, it's for, especially Charles Leclerc, who has been, he signed. I think it was back in 2016, if I'm not wrong. He signed a huge 6-year contract deal with us, which is a big deal, and it was a record-breaking deal. Not even Michael Schumacher signed a lengthy contract like that, so he made history, and we really invested in him. We really believed in him, and I'm still not gonna lose hope. We still have a lot of races to take care of. The season just barely started. We still, we have a lot of races to see here. So I'll just wait till the end. We'll see what Charles Leclerc could do. I mean, I really would love to see an epic comeback on his behalf, since I'm still a very, and I will always be a Charles Leclerc fan, a very big fan of him. I really admire him as a person, but also a pilot, you know? But I also have to think about the future of this team. I also have to think about what's good for Ferrari. And so far, I have not seen Charles Leclerc being our number one pilot. At the moment, he has no leadership. He's done too many mistakes, and he has done basically pilot mistakes, I mean, in a sense. He has done too many mistakes, and often he has lack of confidence. And we gave him 6 years, So I would say enough is enough in a sense. Not in a rude way, but in a way where he just has to pick up his slack, man. I mean, there's a level of patience, and 6 years is a lot to improve. I mean, he's not a rookie anymore. He's going into his 6th year with us, and he had a career. I mean, he has been in Formula One for a while now, so I'm expecting something from him, and also Carlos Sainz. I mean, I was expecting a lot from him. I was expecting at least a podium, and we were not even close of getting a podium. Like, for Carlos Sainz, actually not Fernando Alonso, but Carlos Sainz literally could not compete with Fernando Alonso. Like, there was not one moment where I was like, oh, Carlos Sainz is about to, give a good battle. He's truly going to go to war with Fernando Alonso. Not even one moment, And Verstappen came in from P9, beat Charles Leclerc so easily, which I told you guys before that, Red Bull are insane. Like, their speed on the straights are absolutely insane. So he beat both Charles Leclerc and Kevin Magnussen so easily, which, I mean, it kind of pissed me off. I mean, come on, Charles Leclerc. I mean, you have Magnussen. I mean, I understand you're trying to battle with him, but you have to you have to look behind and defend against Verstappen as well. I mean, I know I went a little overboard here. I mean, I know it was not defendable, but I was still expecting some level of defense, And it was just way too easy. It was basically like just Verstappen literally just went into a straight line, and that's it, But yeah, like, Charles Leclerc got beat too easy by Verstappen, and then Carlos Sainz got beat also very easy by Verstappen. Like, it's just that, I was expecting, not Fernando Alonso, but Carlos Sainz to beat Fernando Alonso, at least get P3, And on the other hand, Charles Leclerc, at the end of the race, in the last few laps, so basically in the last 2 laps, if I'm not wrong, he gets beat so easily by Lewis Hamilton. We could have gotten a P5 and P6, but no. Like, Charles Leclerc lost his composure, he lost focus, and then he gave his position to Lewis Hamilton so easily. It was just like, bruh, like, literally, like, are you serious? Like, at least get a P6, at least defend against Lewis Hamilton. I know our race has gotten into shambles, but come on, give a little bit of effort, give a little bit of defense, like, race a little bit. It was just too easy for Lewis Hamilton to beat Charles Leclerc as well, I know in this video I have been rough on Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. I have a little lack of patience now, and I am getting a little frustrated, but don't get me wrong, I have nothing but love for Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. I'm just showing them tough love. I may hate them right now. I may dislike them. I may say some bad words about them at the moment. But I mean, even tomorrow, like I'll go to sleep now, and then I'll wake up tomorrow, and I'll forget about everything I've said, and I'll make amends with Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, because I have nothing but love for them, and it's just hard love, and it's competition love, basically. I have nothing against them in person. I mean, they're wonderful people, wonderful, inspirational people, very, very ongoing, very humble people. I have nothing but respect for them. But I mean, driving, of course, like I'm gonna lose my marbles, and of course I'm gonna get pissed off, and that's just right now. And you see my with my reaction, of course I'm not really happy with both of their performance. And also, I'll conclude with also the car itself. The car is terrible. Like, we have no pace. We look so slow out there. We had no energy. It just felt like there's no vibration. Like, usually when you see the race, you feel the adrenaline. You feel like, okay, like our pilot, of my favorite team, he's gonna absolutely put on a tear. He's gonna go fly out there. He's gonna take some like pilots in front of him and take some good positions. But no, Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc, with both of them, there was just no energy. There was no how do we say, adrenaline, where I was like, yeah, Charles Leclerc, let's go. We beat this guy or we beat that guy. Same thing with Carlos Sainz. I mean, we just had no energy. There was no like, okay, like there wasn't like a moment where I was like, let's go Carlos Sainz, great defense, like solid defense, or like or Carlos Sainz is absolutely flying on, in that sense, beating pilots in front of him. There was just no moment. And then on top of that, we were getting beat by other pilots behind us who were not supposed to beat us, but they did. And we have to give them their respect. They took advantage of us, in a sense. Like, we got caught slacking, and they took advantage of us, and we got beat nice and clean. Just everything just went wrongly, and the car looked just not good at all. The car looked kind of dangerous as well, in a sense, where I felt like there's no balance in the car. There's no control, and the tires are just not good. I don't understand why. Like, the tires, we tried the hards and we tried the mediums, it doesn't work. I don't understand. And the pace as well. I don't know exactly at the moment what type of upgrades we can do. I mean, I thought we had it all fixed up, but it wasn't the case. And also, when I was talking about the pilots that beat us, we were literally competing with guys like Pierre Gasly. I mean, I have to give him his respect. I mean, he's a very, very great pilot, very underrated one. And then for a long period of laps, so at least for 8 to 10, I would even say 12 laps, around this time, like for this duration, it was literally Kevin Magnussen versus Charles Leclerc. So we were competing against Haas for a while. I mean, come on, like, something is wrong here. If you're competing against Haas, something is wrong here, So I really don't know. I mean, I thought everything was fixed, but no, like there's so much more upgrades that we have to work on. So I really hope that we can fix this up, because it's not looking too good right now. And next race is crucial. It's a crucial race. We cannot get embarrassed, because if we do, and if we know that we are going to get absolutely embarrassed and we're not ready, I would even say as far as not even showing up, like not even bringing the Ferrari cars, and bring the whole Formula One team there. Like, just pull out of that race, because that race is going to be in Imola. It's going to be in Emiliana Romagna. So that's our home race for our beloved Tifosis, and high stakes here, and we cannot screw this up. might as well not even show up if we cannot handle that race, and if we know that we're not ready for that race and we're not gonna give them a good fight, because then, I mean, I expect my beloved Tifosis to revolt, even, revolt, because we cannot, like the race that we had today. I mean, Baku was good. Australia was good. If we can bring that race to Imola in Italia, I would be happy. But today, if we bring that race, I mean, I expect a big protest from our Tifosis. So, see you guys next race, and let me know what you guys think about this race. I mean, I'm really disappointed. I don't know how to feel. I mean, just really disappointed, very frustrated. I mean, I still keep believing in Frédéric Vasseur. I still keep believing in our pilots, but it has to work now. Like, upgrades needs to be done now. So see you guys there. I hope you have a good night. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.